I'm asking is that, because I have tried to listen to the people organizing the demonstrations.
So you come on the street and tell us, when they approach these stations, shoot them, and you'll defend us. I'm telling you.
Welcome back to AfriFreedom Channel, your voice for African truth, freedom, and revolutionary change. If you're passionate about the future of Africa, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for relevant and important updates like this one. Disclaimer. This video is for educational, informational, and commentary purposes only. Across the continent of Africa, two distinct images are emerging, one of rising leadership that inspires hope, and another of resistance against leadership that has failed to serve its people. At the heart of it all is a deep yearning for dignity, justice, and a future worth believing in. Let's begin with Burkina Faso. A country once written off by the world as one of the poorest on the planet has become the symbol of African resilience and leadership, thanks to Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Today, he's not just a national figure but one of the most loved leaders in Africa. Why? Because he is doing what many leaders have failed to do, putting his country and his people first. Under his leadership, Burkina Faso is transitioning from a least developed nation into a newly industrialized country with an emerging market economy. A leader who once carried a rifle now carries the aspirations of an entire continent. Traore has prioritized local industries, national unity, and a sovereign economy that resists neocolonial influence. But ask yourself, why does it take a young military leader to do what generations of politicians refused to do? What is it about his courage that resonates so deeply with everyday Africans? And more importantly, do we deserve more leaders like Traore, or do we settle for less because we've been conditioned to? Meanwhile, in Kenya, something powerful is unfolding. Police officers, long seen as tools of oppression in the hands of the political elite, are now breaking ranks.
So you come on the street and tell us, when they approach these stations, shoot them, and you'll defend us. I'm telling you the whole truth, you are a liar. You have lied. You will not protect me. All that you will protect, it is your interest. You will not protect me. I will be sacrificed in court before a judge, and I will be sentenced to prison. What happened to Katito? He was sung as a hero. But finally, the determination of the court came out. You are not justifiable to kill even a criminal. What are you supposed to do? If you are within the late positions of arrest, present that person before the court of law. I say no to police brutality. I say no more to killings. I can't kill my brother. I can't kill my sister. You are saying this because your children are not on the streets, right? You are saying this because your cousins are not on the streets. You are saying this because your brother or your sister is not on the street. You are saying this that they should be killed when they approach those stations where they are supposed to be protected, because there is nobody of your family who will be on those streets. I am very sorry, Kenyans. If these are the kind of readers we have, then I believe we have a problem of incompetency. We are very sorry about that. How will I go back to my children and tell them their mother is normal, or their father is normal, or their cousin is normal? It's because they were shot dead demonstrating and asking the government to hear their cry. Kenyans, we love you. Every OCS and every OSPD and ever we are, have seen people doing great work. Please, if they approach our gates,
According to recent reports, some Kenyan police have decided to be Kenyans first, and not mere puppets of the state. In a nation rocked by protests over economic hardship, injustice, and failed leadership, this is a monumental shift. It signals a growing moral consciousness among those expected to enforce the law, a willingness to stand with the people rather than against them. But what does this really mean for Kenya's future? Can the police become allies of justice instead of agents of suppression? And if law enforcement begins to listen to the cries of the people, what excuse do political leaders have left? President William Ruto's recent comments show a government struggling to understand the message being sent by the masses. He said,
What I'm asking is that, because I have tried to listen to the people organizing the demonstrations, and they have said three things. They have said they love Kenya, but they hate the leaders. And they have talked something about one term. And they have said Ruto must go. Those are the things I have listened to. You know? And therefore, I want to ask them this. Because if you truly love Kenya, as you say, don't burn your country. If you are telling us you truly love this nation, don't be part of the problem. Figure out how we are going to get solutions. If you hate the leaders, I want to tell you, hate brings conflict. Conflict brings violence. Violence is not a solution to unemployment, is not a solution to any of the challenges that Kenya is facing. So, if your strategy is anchored on hate for other people, for leaders, how are you going to provide a solution for our nation? If your protest and demonstration is anchored on hate for others, we must be honest, we must be candid with ourselves as a nation, because what is going on in these streets, people think it is fashionable. We go there, take selfies, post on social media. I want to tell you, if we continue that way, they will finish with the small enterprises in downtown. They will move. They will be in Kileleshwa. They will be in Lavington. They will be in Karen. They will be everywhere. And we shortly will not have a country. I don't know whether that is the direction we want to go. And if it's a question of terms, the Constitution already has sorted out and settled the issue of terms. Terms are limited. You can either be one term, you can be two term. Maximum. You cannot have more than that.
He's heard three things from the protest organizers: they love Kenya, they hate its leaders, and they are now calling for his resignation. Instead of addressing their demands directly, he pleads, if you truly love Kenya, don't burn your country. But this isn't about fire in the streets, it's about the fire in the hearts of a betrayed people. A generation whose dreams have been suffocated by debt, taxation, and authoritarian tendencies. So we must ask, when citizens feel like strangers in their own country, who really is burning the nation down? The protesters on the streets or the politicians in office? Is one-term leadership a threat, or could it be the solution to chronic misgovernance in Africa? All these events are not isolated, they are deeply connected by a rising wave of consciousness sweeping across the continent. Africans are no longer content with empty promises and manufactured hope. They are demanding action, transparency, and leadership that is as bold as their pain and as visionary as their potential. Africa stands at a crossroads. From Ouagadougou to Nairobi, a new generation is refusing to be silenced. We are witnessing the rise of a people who know their worth and are no longer afraid to fight for it. Will our leaders rise to meet this moment, or be swept away by the tide of history? Let us know in the comments what you think of Captain Ibrahim Traoré's leadership and the role of the police in Kenya's ongoing protests. Do you believe real change is finally on the horizon? Thank you for watching AfriFreedom Channel. Stay informed, stay awake, and as always, never stop believing in the power of your voice.